Hey, Starlights. It's your girl, Crystal K. It has been 3 years. 3 long years since we have done a reading together. I apologize for the wait. I appreciate the patience. So much has gone on through this time. But now I'm looking to grow and build and start coming back when I can with this channel. I thank you so much for coming in and working with me through this time, and I pray that I can have time to really bring back into the channel. So this day has been a very tumultuous day for the better. And I mean, release and purging has been the biggest thing, just letting go of what's not needed, important, or anything. So I felt called to read. And I've honestly worked with a very great friend who shares the same star sign as mine, which is Leo. So for that, I would love to do a reading for our Leos here, starting this time coming back. And then once I'm able to really devote time in, I'll be sure to start doing each sign. But we'll start with Leo, you know? All right, thank you so much, Spirit, for this time. For the collective of Leo, please allow me to know the messages for Leo at this time. What do Leo need to know as a collective? I thank you so much, Spirit. I thank you so much. I thank you so much. All right. Understanding, unity, peace. Please allow the messages for Leo. 4 cards, please. 4 cards for Leo, please. Spirit, what's the energy of Leo? What's the energy of Leo? Okay. Got our energy. What's the obstacle? Oh, wow. That definitely flew out. That was beautiful. It's a bit breezy, so please, if there's any discrepancy in sound, please don't mind that. Overcoming the obstacle. Wow. Wow. And this came face up. And then outcome. Outcome. Outcome for Leo, please. What's the outcome for Leo, please? Wow. Starting out is the Hangman. It's the Hangman. So we've been through a period of stagnation. We've been through a period of pain, hurt, and frustration. And coming back into self, coming back into oneness is going to be the necessary movement. I opened up my Oracle deck. I just looked over right now, and it's the Medicine Wheel. And the number is number 35. Funny thing is, I'll be turning 35 this August, and 3 plus 5 is 8. So a lot of abundance and balance definitely to come in. So this feeling of understanding, we have gone through a lot, we have gone through a lot of pain, but that release means through that stagnation, we're not holding on to it. A lot of us hold on to the familiar, a lot of us hold on to what frustrates us, hurts us, but it's time to allow ourselves to stumble openly and respect the process and just let go through the stumbling blocks. And it's just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but this is no longer needed. I don't want this, and I respectfully let it go, even if it's something that you just don't understand. And sometimes things have to get taken out of the picture when you're not ready for it, because it's familiar, but Spirit says that you are. So it's time to listen to what Spirit's saying to you. All right, so for energy of Leo, whoa, okay. Whoa! All right, starting out, we're still in our power. The card that came face up was a wand. I'll say what the wand is later, but right now, our energy here for Leo is Ace of Wands. So this is a truth that you're coming into a passionate new beginning, and you're going in, I don't even want to say guns a-blazing, but just your head held high. That Leo fire, feisty energy is like, look, I'm coming in. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to go in whether it's worrisome, funny, scary, whatever. I'm going in, and I'm not going to let myself be stopped. I'm not going to allow myself to be stopped. That, like, I feel like when the breeze blows, that feistiness is like flaring up. So, ow! You guys are awesome. Okay, so obstacle. Whoa! Two of Swords and the Devil. So the obstacle is overcoming things. It's like getting out of your own way. What are you doing to allow the toxicity and understanding, balancing those scales, but in thought, what you need and what you don't need. If you don't need it, but it's familiar and comfortable, that's that weight. And then you might have something nagging in your ear. You need this, come back to me, come back to me. You got the angel and the devil on your ear. You need to check yourself. Because when it comes out, it's about temptation. It's about bondage, strife, manipulation, lies. Are you allowing yourself to be manipulated? Are you the manipulator? Are you someone that's going through something that you can resolve yourself, but you're too afraid to step in? And you have a choice of, do I do this with this person or situation, or do I do it without him? When you're going in something without the person, the situation, the thing, are you doing that wholeheartedly? Are you doing that out of fear? Are you doing that out of maybe this thing that I'm worried about? Fear, I need to this, I need to that. You hear that? It's a flagpole. And it's like a lot of us are being drowned out or drowning out a lot of things with noise. We're allowing ourselves to be distracted with a bunch of noise rather than going within the quiet and calm. Okay. We have to get so in tune with spirit that the noise is something that we don't worry about. We don't pay attention or hear. And are you allowing yourself to be manipulated by that? Because to overcome that, I have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Maybe we have to go outside the bounds of what we understand or know, because we're so caught up in moving in the expectations of others, the expectations of ourselves, the expectations of an entity, oneness with something that you're not truly at peace with. But you're doing it because that's what's the expectation. Expectation is, it keeps coming to me, especially with the devil here. And it's coming in sideways, so it's like a teeter-totter. You're going back and forth on 1 minute, oh, I don't need this, I don't want this, I'm leaving. The next minute, oh, this, oh, that. It's literally, that's Two of Swords, back and forth. And you're trying to balance those scales. And then 1 minute you're high here, you're letting go, and then the next minute you're deep back in and you're feeling scared and fearful. So it's literally the back and forth. And you being caught up in the small-mindedness, and you not going within your passion and stepping out of the expectations of your surroundings. Societal norms, especially in our countries. And I say that because I've learned so much about societal normalities in different cultures, different cities, different places. That's even in America, where we're at right now, or across the nation, you know, across Africa, India, Japan, Korea, like expectations. And are you afraid to be that starseed? You've been called to be something, but in order to be what you've been called to do, you gotta let go of this worldly expectations. It's not your job to fulfill others' needs. The fulfillment comes from you fulfilling what Spirit asks of you. If you pray every single day and ask God to help you, to ask God to bless you and build you, you got to follow what God says, correct? Why are we worrying about societal norms? Outcome. Letting go. Letting go. We talked about it at the beginning. You got the Queen of Cups reversed. It's tired of letting go of preconceived notions to nurture and build up the community where you can't build up yourself. I saw something on Instagram a little while back, and it hit me like a ton of bricks because I didn't think about it in this sense, but it made so much sense. And I will try to find the link that I had to give credit to this individual, but he went to therapy and he was talking about filling others' cups. And when you're filling another person's cup, you're thinking of just pouring into them. Where the therapist told him that in the scripture, I believe it was in the Bible that he got it from, the Bible never said that you tilt the cup. It never said that. You're supposed to only give the overflow. So if you're filling a cup from your cup, but not your overflow, you're pouring too much into something when you need to keep that cup filled. We're all filling our cups up here. And that's draining you now. You give out of love, care, and peace, of course. However, if you're pouring and pouring and pouring, you're going to be pouring out of a 3/4 of an empty cup, a half, a quarter, an eighth. Then what more do you have to pour? You water the overflow. I'm literally sitting in a field that's a circle. And if I want to nourish this field, I wouldn't pour my vitality of my cup to empty my cup into this field. I'd let my cup overflow and let my overflow water the garden. And that way we can have everlasting growth and peace, understanding, and unity. And going outside of the bounds of what we're used to, because in our society is so broken, they want you to keep pouring into others, but you're tilting that cup. And if you're tilting the cup, you're draining yourself dry. How can we grow a village if everybody's pouring into everybody? Why can't we all fill our cups and overflow? Why can't we all grow into that lush, abundant land, mindset, and heart? Leo, you represent the sun. You represent abundance. And how can you be abundant if you're draining yourself? How can you be the strength card? How can you be the strength, the backbone, if you're still emptying yourself out? Where is that going? What is that doing? How is that helping? That is wowzers. That hit me. Says a lot. I, in this time, have been pouring and pouring and pouring and not thinking of keeping my cup filled in so many different aspects and elements through this time frame. And this is where I'm like, you know what? I feel abundant. I want to pour. But I'm not pouring out and draining my energy. I'm allowing the overflow to come through. And I'm okay with backing off and saying no. Look at the gentleness of the breeze. Look how it calms and soothes. So it's that time. Because underneath the hangman, you have here the Ten of Pentacles. And underneath that is the King of Swords. So maybe in our time of need of understanding the stumbling blocks we face, and we stumble through them anyway, we learn how to water and nourish what's around us without spilling too much of ourselves, without spilling ourselves at all. So we can structuralize ourselves, so we can build and grow through our areas of pain and hurt. Maybe we need to uplift and build in finance. Maybe we need to uplift and build in emotion. Maybe we need to uplift and build in self-respect, self-esteem. What more do we need? How can we grow? How can we build? How can we be? Right? Let's go Oracle. What messages, Spirit, for Oracle? Cut the deck into sacrifice. What have you sacrificed that has drained you? What do you keep pouring in that keeps ripping you to shreds, and you're almost there, then you gotta sacrifice and fall back in? How can you build and be if you're constantly taking too much, too hard of a blow? My grandmother always told me, Kay, I say this all the time to you, you better take care of yourself before you take care of your babies. Because how can mama take care of her children if mama's down? So harness that. Don't tilt that cup. It may seem selfish to others. It may seem out of the box, and they can't grasp that notion. Ooh, where do you go? Oh. Now, if that Queen of Cups is trying to flee through the fear, okay, confirmation. I think that was confirmation. If you're trying to run from your emotional self because you're scared of the expectation or scared of what someone's going to say because they're not used to your boundary, why are you allowing it to stay in your life? Why are you letting them stay in your life? And it might be a family member, it might be a spouse. You can still set boundaries. And if this is the low vibrational boundaries the relationship was based off of, maybe reevaluate. Because you can both build as long as that respect for each other is in where you need to be. All right, Spirit, please allow me. What oracle message do we need at this time? Oracle for Leo. Oracle for Leo. Ooh. Under the oh yes, under the deck we got the spiral. 50. So 5, 3, 8, and it comes back. Look at that. Got 50. So 3 plus 5 is 8, and we got number 8. Wow, 8's my favorite number, ironically enough. And then you got 24. So we have the arrow, the heart of the sky, the circle, and overall you have the spiral. Sometimes we have to move and fly, like really just take off like a shot within each other, within ourselves. We have to move past the barrier that's holding us because of the familiarity or because someone that doesn't want you to elevate because it goes outside their needs. Whether it's a parent telling you, hey, I don't agree with this, this is not what we do, this is not what the family does. You have to stay consumed in what we do. But sometimes you have to move past that. You have to move to see where the care, the love, the drive goes. And you have to go past normality's sake. You have to go past the unfamiliar. Let's move. Let's allow ourselves to soar high. You have the spiral, and it's multicolored, so that's all of our chakras. That's literally coming in full circle, because number 8 is the circle, and it's like multiple hands going around. So when you have these different hands moving, going around, maybe each handprint is an imprint of someone that helps that growth within you. Where you have different impressions placed upon you to help you understand, stabilize, grow, and be. Heart of the sky. Heart of the sky. The moon. And we just went past the blood moon, the red moon. We just had that 2 days ago. That's allowing so much to fall away. Finding that elevation. Going through the dark side of the moon. Finding the heart within the ascension. The growth and love within the ascension. Some people don't want to ascend or allow others to ascend because they're scared to be alone and to fight their demons on their own, or needing someone to hold those demons at bay. But it's not your job to take care of someone who will not do the shadow work within themselves. It's hard, it's frustrating, and you want to be there to care for someone. But remember, you can only care in the overflow. You can care and love all day, but you can only give in the overflow. My apologies, I'm correcting myself. To only give in the overflow. Because if you keep growing and being, and build, push and push and push, you're draining your cup. Thank you, Spirit, for that clarification. Every time I feel the breeze, it's like Spirit speaking to me. It's like we are one, we are all collective. But you have to go into self to stay ascended, because yes, we are one family, we are one community, we are one collective. We still have to have that communion that keeps popping in my head. We have to have that relationship with Spirit, and we have to do that individually, because that's where our relationship grows, so we can grow in our community. We're all different in every way, but we move in love and care and respect. So allow this moment to heal and grow, so we can allow our cups to stay full with Spirit's help, guidance, and truth, that our overflow helps the community. And we keep the boundary of, I can only give as much as I can, but I will not drain myself dry. So we can teach those to fill their own cup. Teaching those afraid to fill their cup, or unaware of how to fill their own cup, or even those that just don't want to. Boundaries. Some people don't want to. Boundary. And it's okay. And it's okay. I thank you for allowing me to give this reading for you guys. And this has been very enlightening, very fulfilling, and I'm grateful that you allowed me to help guide you. I appreciate every single one of you. I thank you so much for staying, who did wait the 3 years, or the people coming in new. So truly, sincerely appreciate everything about you guys. And I'll definitely come back for another reading. So I please ask you guys to like, share, subscribe, and let's see where this journey takes us. Bye-bye, Starlights.